gleaming, to cheer the wanderer lone and tempest-tossed. No storms can hide that radiance peaceful beaming, since Jesus came to seek and save the lost. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Give me the Bible when my heart is broken, when sin and grief have filled my soul with fear. Give me the precious words by Jesus spoken. Hold up faith's lamp to show my Savior near. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Give me the Bible, all my steps enlighten, teach me the dangers of these realms below. That lamp of safety o'er the gloom shall brighten, that light alone the path of peace can show. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Give me the Bible, lamp of life immortal, hold up the splendor by the open grave. Show me the light from heaven's shining portals, show me the glory gilding Jordan's wave. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Break thou the bread of life, dear Lord, to me, as thou didst break the loaves beside the sea. Beyond the sacred page, I seek thee, Lord. My spirit pants for thee, O living word. Bless thou the truth, dear Lord, to me, as thou didst bless the bread by Galilee. Then shall all bondage cease, all fetters fall, and I shall find my peace, my all in all.
Good Good afternoon, the old prospector here, sitting in the shade for today, considering the glory of God out there. A wonderful day. It was a beautiful day. This is the day the Lord hath made. Good afternoon, Laura. How are you? Seems like I've seen you somewhere just recently. Hello, Reba. Missed you at devotion, my dear sister. How are you doing? How's life in Waco? Is treating you pretty good? Oh, I think I get CJ in the background on this one. Hey, CJ. Does that mean you finished your lesson there? Ready for pulpit times this afternoon? No, it don't look like it.
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
I just gotta add a bunch of camp pictures in between all my slides.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, but the lesson part of it's done.
I'm watching a blackbird take out after a hawk. Blackbird decided that the hawk shouldn't be there. Chasing it away. It's kind of fun watching. Like, nope, you're not going after all these things in this area. You get on out of here. It's interesting because what a hawk does, what a blackbird and that does. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? The hawk is, of course, circling around, seeing if it can find anything to eat, and a blackbird or sparrow or whatever decides, you know what, we're not going to be food for you today, and so it goes and it gets above the hawk and it starts dive bombing the hawk, and it'll make itself a complete nuisance until that hawk leaves.
You need the phone too?
Yeah. And it'll drive the hawk out of the territory. Now I see the blackbird coming back. Choo choo choo. Like, oh, the hawk's gone, so now I can go back to the nest. The nest happens to be somewhere up in this big maple tree right here, but in front of me. It's really cool. Most of us are doing all right. Amy and I have had a stomach bug for a few days. I think we're finally starting to pull out of that, although something has settled into my throat. Hopefully I think I'm on the mend from that. It's still you can still tell it when my throat gets really dry, and I'll start getting pretty raspy. Sean, haven't I seen you somewhere before? A peanut butter and sardine toasted sandwich.
Oh.
I know, right? Sorry, that doesn't sound too appetizing there, Brother Sean. He probably doesn't think it's too appetizing too either. But he's the one that said PB and S. Sardines are disgusting. Well, they're good if you like them. I don't mind sardines, actually. Yeah. I don't want anchovies on my pizza, but I don't mind sardines, straight from the can. Peanut butter and strawberry. Now, is it in jam form or actual just strawberries? How are we supposed to know that stood for strawberries? For crying out loud, it could have been anything, Sardines, strawberries, salad, salami. Could have even been saltines. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get into the vein today, shall we? Grab your pickaxes and your shovels, and let's head to the cart and get down into the vein, shall we? We're in Psalm 37 today. Oh, there you go. Peanut butter and shrimp, even. Well, then it's a PB&J sandwich. Syrup is good. See, we used to get the the peanut butter that was unsweetened, or it was just plain organic with crunchy, and we would get it in 5-gallon buckets when I was growing up. So we bought it in bulk, and you'd pull it out and you'd add syrup because we just couldn't afford honey, so you'd add syrup in there, mix it all up, voila. Oh yes, peanut butter and butter sandwich. No, that's actually how I always do butter on my bread. Then I slather the peanut butter on. Anyhow.
Real butter.
Yes, real butter. Margarine's okay once in a while, but real butter's better. Not bitter butter. Because that'll make your batter bitter. Then you have to get better butter to put you in your bitter batter. Take your bitter batter butter. Sorry, better. Ooh, peanut butter and sausage sandwich. I've never really went with parquet. I typically use real butter in my on the table for for bread or anything like that. Of course, I grew up with real butter as well, and we've milked cows. But even now, I buy from the store the real butter. But I will do margarine for cooking, like making cookies and what have you. Um, we'll usually use like Blue Bonnet, sometimes Imperial, but eh, anyway. Yes, butter is made. Real butter is made from milk fat. It's processed just like any of the other milk. There was something trying to remember what I had to do. There was something that I had to take. They were trying to get it to where I could drink cow's milk again, and I had to do something to try to kill the bacteria in my gut, and then replace it with the good bacteria. And to do that, I know that I had to take a certain pill, and then I had to eat um, cultured yogurt with the cultures in it, or probiotic yogurt with probiotics. Hey, Vera, love butter on your hot biscuits. I love butter on my hot biscuits too. Butter and honey are my favorite things to add to hot biscuits. Beef bacon? No, I haven't actually had beef bacon. I've had turkey bacon, which I like all right. No, apple butter does not have milk in it. True apple butter is just simply overcooked applesauce. Vera says, not sure what we were discussing, but I heard gut and balance. I'm currently doing a full body cleanse to get things back on track. Um, Sam says real butter, but it costs $2 here, and butter the fake butter is only $1. Your real butter is cheaper there than it is here. Vera, I was saying they were trying to get me to the point of where I could actually eat and or have milk products. It basically overcome my lactose intolerance. Uh, one one dietitian was, and so she was trying to kill the bad flora in my gut and replace it with the good stuff. So I had to take a pill to kind of wipe out the bad, and then I think it's several hours later. I had to take probiotic. I would have to eat some probiotic yogurt to try to replace the flora there. Anyway, that's not our vein for the day. You ready, Ezra? Real butter is better for you than the fake stuff. The fake stuff is just vegetable oil. Um, so. But here we go. Psalm 37, the Psalm of David. Here's the vein. Grab your picks and shovels. Let's head down into the mine now that everybody's here. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The wicked the wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume into the smoke. They shall consume away. Wait a minute, I think I read that one wrong. Back it up a verse. The wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume. Into smoke shall they consume away. The wicked borroweth and payeth not again, but the righteous showeth mercy and giveth. For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed of him shall be cut off. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him by his hand. I have been young, and now am old. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. He is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. Depart from evil and do good, and dwell forevermore. For the Lord loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land, and dwell therein forever. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. The law of his God is in his heart, none of his steps shall slide. The wicked watcheth the righteous, and seeketh to slay him. The Lord will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him when he is judged. Wait on the Lord, and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yea, I sought him, but he could not be found. Mark the perfect man. Behold, the upright, for the end of that man is peace. But the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in the time of trouble. And the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them, because they trust in him. So let's look for some nuggets there. The first nugget we can find is actually found in the first few verses of the psalm. Do not worry about or because of the evildoers in this world. Don't envy them. Don't worry about them. Don't trouble yourself about these people, because they're going to be cut down just like the grass and the green herb. Don't be anxious. Don't worry about them. Many are the people that want to say, well, because there's evil in this world, there is no God. Yet, looking at the evil people and how quickly they do come to an end, one can know that there is a God. If there was no God, men like Adolf Hitler would still be in power. Men like Mussolini or Stalin. Don't worry about evildoers, those who are trying to seek your harm. Don't be envy about them because of their gold or all their wealth and power, because it doesn't last. They don't last. Rather, you trust in the Lord and do good, and you will continue in the land and be fed. Don't worry about anybody else. Just worry about trusting in the Lord and doing good. Mind your own business. Take care of your own business. Delight yourself also in the Lord. He shall give you the desires of your heart. Reminds me of what Jesus says. If you ask anything in my name, it shall be given you. Make sure you ask right in the right way for the right things. Commit your way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as noonday. Rest in the Lord. Wait patiently for him. Don't fret yourself because of him who prospereth in his way, because the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Again, David reiterates this. Don't worry about evil men. Don't worry about them. Hey, Carol, how are you doing? John, you say I'm talking directly to you. Well, it's not me, it's God. God's talking. Remember that. This is from Psalm 37. It's not my word, it's God's. Psalm 37:4 equals John 14:13 through 14. That's right. Fret means to worry. Fret means to worry. Don't worry about him. To fret means to worry over to the point of becoming anxious, to cause it to affect your health. Many is the old mother that would say to her daughter or her child, don't fret yourself, child. Don't fret yourself. It'll be all right. Rest in the Lord. Wait patiently for him. Don't worry about those that prosper their own way and bring wicked devices to pass. We can rest securely in God. We can cease from our anger. We can forsake wrath because we trust in God. We can rest in God. We can take confidence in God. We can commit our ways to God and leave the rest to Him. Fret not yourself in any wise to do evil. Remember what Jesus said. Take no thought about tomorrow. John 6, verse 30, or Matthew 6, verse 30, rather. Take no thought for tomorrow, or let tomorrow take thought for itself. Don't fret about tomorrow. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. You got enough to worry and to be concerned about for today when you focus on today. Psalmist says, fret not yourself in any wise to do evil. In other words, you don't have control, like you said, Sean. Good point. You don't have control. Don't worry about it. But understand this. The meek shall inherit the earth. Where have we heard that? Yes. Wicked devices would be the schemes. Where have we heard the meek shall inherit the earth? Matthew chapter 5 in the Beatitudes. One thing I want you to notice, how many times it says that someone is going to inherit the earth in this psalm. And notice what description it is that is said. What it is that describes the person that's going to be inheriting the earth. Oh, I skipped to verse 10. I apologize there. Verse 9 says, don't worry, or rather, verse 8 says, don't fret yourself about in any wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off. Those who wait upon the Lord, isn't that Isaiah 40? Those who wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. So we have one here. Those who wait upon the Lord are going to inherit the earth. For yet a little while the wicked will not be. Yea, you shall search diligently. And thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the land, the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. Hello, Sister T. So we have those who wait on the Lord, and those who are meek are inheriting the earth. Verses 9 and verse 11. But the wicked are going to pass away. They're not going to be found. The wicked plot against the just, gnash upon him with his teeth. Verse 12. But the meek are going to have a peace, right? Verse 11. Even with, the wicked are plotting and gnashing upon them, the just with their teeth, but the Lord's laughing at them. No, meek and humility is not the same thing. Meekness is strength under control. And humility, how do you describe humility? That's more of an attitude.
No. Not thinking of yourself more than you should.
Thank you, CJ. And I just typed it in for the dictionary. A modest or low view of one's importance. So meekness is keeping one's strength under control, whereas humility is keeping one's ego under control. That's an interesting way to put it, wouldn't it? They are both measures of self-control. So in that, they would be the same. They're both measures of self-control. But one is controlling self's ego. The other one is controlling self-strength. The Lord has a way of humbling us, does he not? So we have those who wait on the Lord, and the meek are both going to inherit the earth. We have the Lord laughing at the wicked people, because God sees the end of the wicked. Thank you, Vera. Reminds me of what Sean said, Luke 12, verses 14 through 21. Or is it 16 through 21? With the story, with the parable of the rich man. As he goes, I'm going to build bigger barns, I'm going to eat and drink and be merry. And the Lord says, you fool, this night am I going to require your soul of you. Lord is almost laughing at the way this guy is making plans. No, I just thought it was fat finger syndrome like I usually have, Vera. Sean says, yes, we can humble ourselves or be humbled by God. That is the truth. The Lord of the wicked's drawn out the sword, bent the bow to cast down the poor and needy, and slay such as be of upright life, upright conversation. But their sword's going to enter their own heart. The bows shall be broken. God's not going to let it happen. He's not going to bring it to pass. God is the protector of the poor and needy. What was CJ? What was that about the poor in spirit in the Beatitudes? Yeah, I was just dealing with the actual parable itself, Sean, which I think starts about 2 or 3 verses beyond what you below what you had started at. Blessed are the poor in the spirit, for theirs shall be the kingdom of heaven. Is that not the way it goes? I can't hear the rocks rattle. I think he's looking it up.
Yes, blessed are the poor in spirit.
For theirs shall be for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, I think so. Matthew 5:8. I think.
The wicked are trying to cast down the poor and needy, but God is their protector. Huh. That's, I don't know as I'd say that God laughs at our plans. Remember, he's our Father. He wants to hear our plans. Do we laugh at the plans of our children? We shouldn't. When my son says, I want to be a mechanic when I grow up, what do? I don't laugh at his desire to be a mechanic. I try to help him be a mechanic. When my son says, I want to be an airplane pilot, well, what do? I'm trying to figure out a way to make it to help him realize his dream, his plan. I think God takes an interest in our plans, wants to know them. And I believe that there is that God will help us to achieve our dreams, and will use them to achieve His plan, but not in so much as those dreams are good for us. If that makes any sense. Some dreams are not good for us, and He won't allow that to happen if we are truly submissive to His will. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. A righteous man will understand, in other words. And here's another nugget for you. A righteous man realizes that he has enough. I do. I know where you're coming from, Sean. A righteous man knows that he has enough and is content. The wicked, no matter how much he has, is never enough. So that the little that the righteous has is better than the riches of many wicked. Because when you stop and you think about it, riches, they really don't profit a person much. And the psalmist says, because the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. Think of it this way. If you have a lot of riches, what are you worried about? Those riches being stolen, someone breaking into your house and damaging your property, etc. If you only have a little bit, if you only have enough, what are you worried about? You ain't worried about somebody trying to steal it. Road's pretty busy today. Lord upholdeth the righteous. God, the Lord knows the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. Verse 18. That's because the Lord has always promised. The Lord has promised life eternal to the righteous, right? Jesus has to be enough for us. That's right, Sean. Jesus has to be enough. The Lord knows the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. God has promised us life eternal. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. If there's a hard time coming up, and as many people are forecasting that there will be, it's the people who know how to garden and how to live on a meager salary, a meager budget, that are going to do well. Those are the ones that are going to be fed and satisfied. And you notice that the righteous are the ones that are going to be not be ashamed in the evil times, and in the famine, they're the ones that are going to be satisfied. Why? Because the Lord shall uphold them. Wicked, they're going to perish. Enemies of the Lord, they're going to be like fat of lambs. It's burned quickly. They'll be consumed. Into smoke shall they consume away. Here's another nugget. New nugget. The wicked borroweth and will not repay.
Hey, Levi.
Payeth not again. Yeah.
Just so you know, Sean just texted and Facebook is blocking him from coming in again.
Oh, heavens help us. Lord, why does Facebook have to be such a pain? You know, they muted one of our videos yesterday, too. I couldn't figure out if it was your evening edification. Did you use the my normal evening edification video for your intro?
Yeah.
Or did you use the Give Me the Bible one?
I usually give in the Bible for the first, like, 3 seconds, and then I said, oh, I need to change that, so I switched it.
Okay, so this must have been either your reading or it must have been reading or something, because it didn't tell me which one it was. But anyhow, so many nuggets. Vera, you have a good day. You have a fabulous sunglasses and flip flops afternoon. Yeah, Sean just cannot get a break. Stupid Facebook. Why don't you see if you can join us on YouTube? This nugget: the wicked borroweth and payeth not again. The righteous dealeth graciously and giveth. We hadn't gotten to 37. Oh, 21. Okay, yeah. I was asked about a good while back, about my thoughts on bankruptcy. And I had to take thought, because this is one of my, I had to take the person over to this particular verse, because this is one of my personal go-tos every time I consider it, or have considered it in the past. The wicked borroweth and payeth not again, but the righteous dealeth graciously and giveth. The nugget here is, if you have agreed to a loan, to get a loan, or to have a loan, if you have taken out a loan, it is your responsibility as a righteous man or woman to pay it back. Thank you, Sean. If we treat everything in moderation, we will make it. Right. That's the nugget. Because such as are blessed of him shall inherit the land. They that are cursed of him shall be cut off. Those that are blessed of God shall inherit the land. God is righteous. God dealeth graciously. God giveth. And those who are blessed by God shall inherit the land. Those that are cursed by him shall be cut off. The righteous have to be like God. They have to deal graciously. They have to give. They bless others, and those who are blessed by the righteous shall inherit the land. No, and Sam had the same problem the other day too. Sam, are you still with us, or did you fall asleep? Ow. A man's goings are established of Jehovah. He delighteth in his ways. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for Jehovah upholdeth him with his hand. Ezra, would you click on 23 with the and go over to the editor? What is that one? James 4:13?
15.
James 4:15. Teresa has this one in her notes, I know, because we've talked about this before in devotion. For you ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. The steps of the good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. If the Lord will, God will order our way, and we shall be upholden by him. Psalm 25. I've been young, and now I'm old, yet I've not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. And this is because God has provided for the righteous. Always. I'm going to jump down because we're running out of time. I'm actually overtime right now. Those that are blessed by God shall inherit the earth was another one. So we have those waiting on the Lord, those the meek shall inherit the earth, and those that are blessed by God, by the righteous, shall inherit the earth. Verse 29, the righteous shall inherit the land and dwell therein forever. So we got to add in another one. Again, remember the beginning. Boy, that DOT was in a hurry. Okay. Again, remember from the beginning, fret not yourself about the wicked, about the evil, about that's in Proverbs, Sean. I'm sure you're copying that one, right? Right, CJ? That was Sean's.
Yes.
Remember, David starts this off by saying, don't fret about the wicked and the evil. He says, I have seen the wicked in great power spreading himself like a green bay tree. Yet he passed away. Lo, he was not. Yet I sought him and he could not be found. Remember, the wicked will not stand. Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. Don't let his wickedness be your focus. Love his soul enough, in other words, to try to save him. But don't let his deeds be your focus. Don't let his wickedness ruin your life, your walk with God. For he says, the transgressor shall be destroyed together, verse 38. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. You are to mark the perfect man. Behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. Salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in time of trouble. Where do we get peace? It's through the Lord. It is because he is our strength in our time of trouble. The Lord shall help them. The Lord shall deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked. He shall save them because they trust in him. What nuggets there are for us from this psalm. And there's more in there than what we could pull out today. I pray that you will have found some nuggets worth putting in your jar this day. That way, when you stand before the judge and he assays your jar of nuggets, and he'll say unto you, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Enter into the joy of your Lord. The old prospector here saying, remember, there be gold in them pages. I'll see you on the next adventure. God bless.